Hello, I'm Joe, and I'm coming to you from Nankin Hobby to bring you some of the latest news from your favorite hobby stores. 2021 has been a pretty exciting year so far here at Nankin. We've picked up new lines of products in the departments we've always supported, brought new departments into the store entirely, added to our expertise in some key areas, and have secured some exclusive benefits for one of our most popular RC brands, Traxxas. At the end of last year, we announced a new line of aftermarket parts and accessories for some of your favorite RC vehicles, Prostar by Nankin Hobby. That line has done really well so far, and everyone's excitement for it has kept us enthused as well. Dave over at our Southgate store has tricked out a TRX4 Blazer with a variety of Prostar brass and aluminum parts, as well as Prostar scale accessories. It's a pretty awesome build, and if you head over to nankinhobby.com, you can check out Dave's blog post explaining what all went into it. Pictures don't quite do it justice, so we encourage you to stop over to Southgate and see it for yourself. If Southgate's too far out of the way, you can stop into our Ipsy store and check out their TRX4. It may look a little bit different than Dave's, but it's also decked out with all the Prostar TRX4 hop-ups. We're expanding that line to include parts for one of the most sought-after RC vehicles out there at the moment, the Axial SCX24. These parts just arrived, and you can check them out at nankinhobby.com or your favorite Nankin Hobby location. Jay at our Farmington store is working on an SCX24 build with all of our Prostar hop-ups, so stay tuned for a blog that highlights those parts as well. Speaking of the SCX24, if you've been waiting for them to come off back order, the wait is almost over. If Axial and Horizon Hobby can be believed, we should see them trickling in over the next couple of weeks. While we're always expanding all of our departments, the RC departments tend to be the ones in the spotlight the most. We're changing that a little bit too. Recently, Nankin Hobby acquired a bona fide plastic model expert, Bob. Bob has not only been building plastic models for years, but has been actively involved with our local modeling club, IPMS Livonia. My overall experience with life is probably less than Bob's experience with just plastic models. Bob has been working to expand our plastic model departments at all of our locations, as well as highlighting that growth on social media. Bob rotates between our stores, so if you're a plastic modeler and have any questions or need some recommendations, give us a call and see when the best time to come talk to him is. He's a wealth of knowledge, and you'll be glad you did. So, we're expanding all of our current departments, but it doesn't end there. We're also adding new departments entirely. Nankin Hobby in Farmington, Westland, and Ypsilanti have recently begun carrying comic books. We have thousands of issues and hundreds of titles from all of your favorite publishers, including DC, Marvel, Dark Horse, Image, IDW, Zenescope, and many more. Check them out at nankinhobby.com or stop into your favorite Nankin Hobby location today and get lost in a comic. So, now that the comic news is out of the way, time for the more dramatic stuff. The biggest change we've made at Nankin Hobby is one about which there's been some misinformation circulating, and we want to explain this change thoroughly. Our Westland store has become a Traxxas exclusive dealer. This has a number of advantages that we're really excited about, and we think that you will be too. The biggest of these is priority allocation. If you've been in the hobby at all for the past year, you know how difficult it's been to get parts for anything. There are a ton of COVID and non-COVID related reasons for all of this, and the problem has been getting a little bit better over time, but it can still be hard to get things. Our Westland location will now get stock before anyone else. When we place an order for Traxxas items at our Westland store, the order will be completely filled before non-exclusive stores get anything. If stock limitations keep us from getting you certain things at our Farmington, Southgate, or Ypsilanti locations, our Westland location will have you covered. Westland will also be able to get exclusive items that other stores won't have access to at all. The new Black Edition eRevo 2.0 or the new Silver Edition Rustler 4x4 VXL will be now available at our Westland store. Traxxas will continue to release these exclusive items, and while we don't yet know what the future holds, I expect these releases to be even more exciting moving forward. These things will be a huge boon, but there are some drawbacks. To maintain our Traxxas exclusive status, we necessarily have to exclude some non-Traxxas items from the Westland store. While Westland will be the go-to store for Traxxas, our Farmington, Ypsilanti, and Southgate locations will continue to offer all of the brands you've come to know and love. Nankin Hobby in Farmington, Ypsi, and Southgate will continue to carry products from Arma, Axial, Losi, Team Associated, and all of the other big name RC car manufacturers, as well as newer lines that we've picked up like Red Cat. All of our stores will continue to carry aftermarket accessories for our vehicles from a ton of brands. Some of our locations are even starting to carry lines like MST and Yokomo to cater to smaller but still active parts of the RC community. We carry hundreds of brands, and that number isn't dwindling, but constantly growing. So what about the customers in Westland, Garden City, and surrounding areas who've come to rely on Westland for parts for their non-Traxxas vehicles? We can still get you parts. We can still special order parts for any of the vehicles we've ever sold, so long as they haven't been discontinued by their manufacturers. We currently have a number of parts on back order for customers at our Westland store, and we will continue to fill those orders. This is the part where there's been some miscommunication. Misinformation in general has been going around, and if we've had any part in that, sorry, but we want to set the record straight here. No back orders for parts have been canceled. We'll still give you a call as soon as your part comes in, and you can still pick it up at any of our locations, including Westland. We'll continue to support you to the best of our ability from all of our stores, and that includes ordering parts we don't carry. Non-Traxxas vehicles, however, won't be able to be special ordered at our Westland location moving forward. You can continue to get non-Traxxas cars and trucks same day at our other stores, and any order of $50 or more placed on nankinhobby.com ships for free. This covers all of our vehicles. Hopefully everyone is as excited for these changes as we are, and that the information here has alleviated some of your concerns. But if you still feel like you've been left in the cold in any way, please let us know. We'll work with you in any way we can to make this change smooth and pain-free. Shoot an email to info@nankinhobby.com, and we'll try to address this and any other concerns that you may have. Thanks again to everyone for your understanding as we navigate through uncharted waters. The only thing we want to be yanking on you is the urge to come back to Nankin, and we can't wait to see you again.